Yeah, like a lot of times, like a lot of us don't reach out, man. Like because it was always looked at like as like you soft and stuff like that, or you vulnerable. Like I just really stopped caring, bro. Like because that can drive somebody insane, bro. Like we like
internally too.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
the sad part, right?
Internally, bro.
Damn.
And like the suicide rate, I don't know what it is for sure, but I know it's a lot of men. Yeah, it's a lot of men.
Thank you, Rick.
It's a lot of men because men in suicide just because we have that thought we can't talk to nobody or we feel soft. Like, to be honest with you, if you don't, I honestly look at it like this: you don't have one friend that you can call.
Hey, that's bad.
And you hang with a lot of people. That's bad. That's bro. Bad. That just shows you they're not your real people.
Nope.
Even your lady, like you feel like you can't vent to your lady. That means
that's
like,
a bad relationship.
That's a bad relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? I vent to my woman all the time, and she vent to me. That's like awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, and that's why I said I love that woman to death. Like because a lot of times, like you you just gotta find that person for you, bro, and build something. Bro.
You know what, Rick, and to keep touching on the whole part about your woman, by the way, shout out to y'all on y'all interview. That was dope. For anybody that didn't see it, they need to go see it. Because it is authentic and true, and you see how she give you your flowers. Bro.
Yeah, like, I appreciate
that. Part to me is dope because we don't get that enough.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I always tell people this, and on my podcast, I'm going to have a segment called Empowerment of Women.
Yeah.
If you want to know what heaven on earth is, be in front of a woman. I promise you, women will bring so much stuff out of you that you didn't even think you had. Starting with our mothers.
Yeah.
Then it trickles down to our significance, whenever we find that, be lucky enough to, because they have something in them that's so unique that makes us feel like we on cloud nine and we never coming off.
Right.
Because of how well they encourage us. And now, again, that's not for everybody, right? But for those who find those special people, man, listen, that is, and it's bigger than just sex. It's bigger than just,
right, way bigger.
Oh,
way bigger.
It actually makes the intimacy that much more intense because this person really values the internal of who you are truly as a person and not just the provider, not just the lover, not just Ricky who comes in and I know he's going to do it. I love Ricky, the internal.
Right. And, to chime in on that when it comes to women, bro, shout out to women, bro.
Oh, like, my life, shout out to
really,
women.
Like, I mean, okay, they say it's a man's world and all that, but really, women really.
James Brown lied.
Yeah. what women really, you know what I'm saying, like, rule it too, because they got the power.
They do.
A lot of dudes do anything for women to please women and try to get them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, bro, like, just a woman, like, I just be like, not to sound like crazy or nothing.
No,
like,
you're not.
Just to keep it 100, bro. Like, we gotta like show more appreciation to them, bro. Because honestly, bro, they
our biggest support.
They deal with a lot.
Yes.
And like all women, period, but especially the black women, bro.
Yep.
They deal with so much, bro. Like even hearing the music and all that, and how we go through. But a lot of times, I'm not gonna blame y'all because like you only know what you know. You know how you grew up on. You know what we watch. Know what we hear.
That's it.
And it's like I just want to big up black women, bro. Like and just women, period, in general.
Period, yeah.
Because like it's a lot of things that women put up with that we can't put up with.
And I ain't gonna.
We can't. And it's a difference. It's really a difference. And women is really like y'all really got it. Like y'all carry a baby for 9 months. I don't even think that we really deep down understand how painful and how much stress that can cause.
Yep.
Even with delivering my child, like. It's just amazing, bro. Like, and then you got a special bond with that child. Like, a mother know how to be a mother forever.
Forever.
You know how hard it's kind of hard for fathers to be fathers. Like, we don't know this, but like the woman, she automatically got a bond.
Got to. She ain't got no choice.
Got no choice, but it comes like second hand. It's like riding a bike to her.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they hold us down. Like, we do a lot of stupid shit. Everybody do stupid shit, period. But they just say like men. Let's just keep it 100. Men might cheat on their woman. Yep. They woman might, give them a million chances.
Yes.
The moment she step out, the one moment.
We finna freak out.
We gone. But and that's kind of fucked up. But like,
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Well, that's why I always try to do right because I know I got a good woman, bro. And I know like just this couple of seconds of this pleasure of me smashing somebody else, a couple of minutes or whatever. it don't equal to this lifetime that I got with this person that understands me, that doesn't judge me, that does things for me. She makes sure I'm good. She cook for me. She clean for me.
In spite of.
And then, yeah. And then she's not only that, she's carrying my child and she's raising my child. Yeah. And that's another thing you got to look at too, like when it comes to like having a baby and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Looks and body and all that do not raise a child. No. The mindset do, the heart does. Like what kind of person this is.
Yep. That's crazy you said it because, all right, since we own it, let me just dip into it.
Go ahead.
Right? So after I got divorced, it's tough. That's okay though. Mm-hmm. I went through a tough time where I really despised the women because of what happened in my marriage. So I did uncharacteristic things that people, knew nothing of me of. So I ended up having 4 children in about a 1.5 year span with 3 different women. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until I had all my kids where I sit back and said, what in the hell did I just do? Right. When people found out I had those many kids, they like, Carlos? Yeah. No, not Carlos.
Right.
And what I had to, in spite of what me and my kids' mother go through, what I need them to understand is that I appreciate them still allowing me to be in my children's life in spite of what I put them through. Because I put them in an uncomfortable situation that they didn't ask for. They fell in love with a guy who, showed characteristics of being the one for them possibly someday, and was something that they've always had, which was a nightmare of a guy, screwing them over with opening up their vulnerability. The greatest thing I can do for the rest of my life is be a great father now, to show them my thanks to them. And I want to, again, use this platform to just thank them again for allowing me to be in my kid's life, because a lot of women will be super bitter behind what I did or what someone did like that way. So I'm saying that to piggy on what you said, how strong women are. Imagine us doing everything we could for a woman, and behind closed doors, she's doing all these crazy things. Hence what I went through in my life before. So, yeah, man. And again, the segment that I will have on my podcast is just really having people understand that we need to be their cheerleaders. We need to be their biggest support, because when you go out and look at basketball games, you can count in the crowd how many women is versus men. Right. They support us.
Yeah.
So
they definitely support us. Shout out to women, man. Not just being judgmental. We all go through stuff, and we all just growing. We all like me and my girl. We had that episode 3, which is out now. When I said that I don't blame either one of our exes for not being the one that we needed. Yeah, they was given everything they had.
Yes,
and I can definitely say that about my ex.
Yeah. So
and even with her ex, he was doing the best that he can do.
Yeah. From what he knew.
She instilled and my girl instilled into me, like, you have to accept people for the way they are. Yeah. You can't expect somebody to be like you or do the things you do. Yeah. Y'all come from 2 different backgrounds. Yeah. This person grew up a different way than you grew up.
Yes, sir.
They only doing, if they even had some guidance. Yeah. So they just doing what they know how to do.
That's a great point.
Survival. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just wanted to give a shout out to the women, period, because y'all go through a lot. Shout out, not saying I want to shout out my guys. Shout out to my guys.
Oh, no, guys are dope.
For sure. We dope too, man. Like, we kings and we queens. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was just saying I wanted to, like I said in that episode, I just wanted to, like, pinpoint the fact that we need each other, and we don't even know how bad we need each other. Yeah. We in this generation, we like, I don't need no girl, I don't need no man. Nah, that's not true. We need each other. It's low key. And you see how the dating scene is. It's like,
it's horrible.
It's horrible. And it's like everybody in this generation, we just too focused on, like I told my girl, I feel like, me personally, like, the dating scene is like, we too busy looking at red flags. And not saying, like, you know what I'm saying, not saying don't look at the red flags. Yeah. But I also personally think, like, it could be a situation that happened or something, like, we might look at, and it was just like that don't define them. Yeah. It just happened. Or it's just something like, and it's just like, I can't explain it. It just happened, but that's not who I am as a person. That's not my character. Yep. But it's like, it is what it is. If you're gonna accept it, fuck it. It is what it is. And I just think it's like we too busy looking at like trying to look for the bad in the person versus looking for the good in the person.
Yeah.
Cause like if she made a statement like grandma and grandpa went through some shit and they stuck it out. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but I'm like, they went through some shit. But at the same time, like, I'm not telling you to sit here and be stupid.
No, that's not what you're saying.
I am saying that
if a person's worth something.
Yeah, I am saying that we make mistakes.
Yeah.
And shout out my guy. Excuse me, I ain't gonna say his name, but like, you know what I'm saying? He has a child with a woman and he found out that she cheated and stuff like that. But at the same time, it took a lot of him and in his heart to make it right. And like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you made that mistake. I made a mistake. Yep. We gonna work this out as together.
He a dope
family.
person because it's bigger than him.
And exactly. And I give that shout out to my boy, man. You know who you is, and I ain't gonna put your name out here, but
for sure.
But I'm
applauding for that.
I applaud you, bro, because like it take a lot in you, and it's a real man to sit here and understand that, because knowing what we be doing and shit like that. So,
and I just want to say to all the ladies, I've never cheated before. I just want to throw that out there. I'm one of the rare cases, and I'm not showcasing for anything. However, there are guys that don't cheat. I just want to let y'all know that I've never cheated in my life. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't make me better than the person that does cheat. To your point, mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen. We like, even if it ain't a mistake, you made a decision, but it's like. We human. Mm-hmm. So like yeah, man, we gonna navigate. Ain't no handbook to this.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just life.
Right. Now let's touch on this, man. Mental health, man.
Come on. Let's do it. Health. I was ready.
Like I said, I don't care how long this is.
Oh, me either.
It could be an hour, 2 hours.
We ready.
Because how I break this up, like I told my guy yesterday, Vaughn, I break my interviews up in chapters.
I like it.
So if you want to sit here and watch this, which means everything to me and to us.
Yeah.
Because if you're not doing it, no way. Sit down and watch it. You know what I'm saying? You know how much time we kill just by sitting doing nothing?
Nothing. I did it over the weekend.
Game, watching movies, but instead of just listening to somebody else talk, when it can mean everything to us and you can learn something from, that means everything. Yeah. I watch podcasts a lot.
All day long. I do.
2 hours straight. Yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, this is broken up into chapters in case you want to go, like, just, even if you watch the episode and you want to go back and look at something like, show somebody, hey, check this part out. You can go to that part.
Yep.
But mental health, man. I didn't learn like about I knew what mental health was. Growing up, we thought mental health was like you crazy, you're retarded, but it's not that. You normal. For anybody out here with mental health problems, you are normal, and don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. And like I said, I don't want to keep saying this, but like I said, even with my ex, even with my girl now, I tell her my ex made me the person that I am today for you.
Yep. So
shout out to her. Because without her, I wouldn't have knew what mental health issues was. Yep. Because she was dealing with anxiety, dealing with depression. Her mom was dealing with depression. I never knew what that shit was. Yep. Because we grew up like we don't know that. Like we're like depressed. Like, no, you'll be all right. Go sleep it off. You'll be all right.
Yep.
Put that shit to the back. But it's like really just sitting there and thinking about it is like it's deep, bro. Like, and us as black people. We go through this shit every day and we just don't know about it.
Yep.
Like, give me your take on mental health and stuff like that. How important that is to you.
That's awesome. That you, kudos to you that you give your ex that type of notion.
Yeah,
because that's hard for people to do.
Exactly. Because like honestly, not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
She was a good woman. My girl now is a good woman as well, and I love her. And I'd let her know all the time, like, you wouldn't have got this, Ricky.
Nah.
If it wasn't for my ex.
There you go.
Like my ex, like I was a good guy. I was a real good guy. But at the same time, like I said, one of the people I said was close to me that received that other side. Yeah. She received it, but at the same time, she never judged me. Yeah. Because she knew. She told me shit about myself that I didn't even know I had. Yeah. Like she like, Rick, like I explained certain stuff to her. This might not be a mental health issue, but I don't know. But she was like, you kind of got daddy issues.
That is mental health.
Okay, it is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So she's like, you got daddy issues. Yep. And like I said, shout out to my pops. You know what I'm saying? I love my pops to death, but like when I got older, we kind of grew apart, and it was just certain stuff. I'm not gonna blame him for it. Rest in peace. I'm not blaming you for it, pops. Like I said, you only knew what you knew because my pops lost his pops at an early age, at 13.
Yeah.
How could I get mad at him if he 13 when he lost his pops? How could I get mad at him? He ain't had nobody really there to show him how to be a man.
Yeah, that's hard.
And then not even to say for the fact if his pops was in his life. His pops know what he know, which is passed down to us. Like I said, I just explained this yesterday. This might kind of don't got nothing to do with it, but it kind of do. The Willie Lynch letter.
Yes.
It has something to do with this, bro. Like, like this, it's just the way this shit was set up, bro.
Yep.
And I can't blame him, my granddad, nothing. You only doing what you knew how to do.
Yeah.
And what you was taught to do. Maybe he was taught from my uncle or his stepdad, whatever. So rest in peace, Pops, and I love you for doing the best you can do.
Shout out to him.
And he was hard on me, and I kind of understand that because at first I didn't understand.
Yeah.
But I understand because, like, with my personal opinion on it, like, this world is hard on you.
Yeah.
This world is real. They don't care about nothing. No. So I'm going to be hard on you just so you have thick skin when you go through this life.
Yes. Because they eat you.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna do things different with my child.
Yeah.
But like I said, Pops, rest in peace. I don't blame you for nothing. Like, I had my situation where I was mad and stuff, but I love you and I respect you for what you tried to do.
Yep. That's great.
And you built the foundation in me to look at, like, to respect and understand.
Yeah.
At least understand the reason why you was the way you was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just like with my ex and her ex, like they made, like, everybody in your life, bro.
Come along.
They come along, like, and I realized, like, you know what I'm saying? As I got older, everybody not meant to be in your life forever.
No.
They play a part in your life to make a better you.
Yep.
They make you, if it's like they help you,
yep.
or like they help you be a better person, or they help you understand.
You got it.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I appreciate everybody that's been in my life.
Yep.
And like I said, I really wouldn't have known how I was as a person, or how, like, what kind of, like, say for instance, somebody trying to tell you about yourself.
Yeah.
Even with my mom and shit like that, trying to tell me about me, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to hear the negative side of you, and you don't want to hear what you're doing wrong. So you gonna instantly jump in defensive mode.
Yes. Right away.
Versus just listening to what they gotta say without even having a response.
Yes.
And taking that in you, like, okay, yeah,
that's huge.
I understand. And me, I know now. I'm like, you know what? And I told my ex, like, you know what? Before I got in this relationship, after we was done, I'm like, you know, I respect you and I understand what you were saying. I see it that I didn't understand, and I'm thankful you didn't judge me, you didn't give up on me, but you now I understand, like, because I see, you know when you're doing wrong.
Yeah, you do.
You know what you were doing wrong, but at the end of the day, like, we all human. Yeah, you don't really want to admit it. But to be honest with you, that builds character when you admit and understand what you're doing wrong and take a responsibility of it, and try to fix it.
You do.
So yeah, man, like but like I said, man, like mental health, man, we deal with a lot of that, bro. And a lot of us don't understand how important that is, man. Give your take on it, man.
No, you're good. So thanks for sharing that too. Again, this is the part about vulnerability that, you know, we should be respectful to from people, because vulnerability is bigger than what we initially think it is. From a sensitive standpoint, vulnerability is just opening up, talking about things that you would not share with anyone that you don't feel that they would care enough about the information you give. So shout out to you for that information.
For sure.
But little do you know, this is about to be the first time you hear this. I have a program called Project C. Under the program, it's mental health, fitness, and nutrition program, right? So when you said my take on it, it is huge for me, because throughout my whole life, it's been my mental that's kept me from thriving, only because, one, I didn't know how to reach out. I was scared to. Two, I also didn't trust people with information of things that have happened to me, or of the sort. And three, most importantly to me, I didn't feel people would care enough to listen. What we should do is really utilize the gifts and the things God gave us. He gave us 2 ears and a mouth, 1 mouth for a reason. Listen more than you talk. If you, like you stated, sit back and just listen, try to understand, not try to, and without judging what a person is trying to say to convey their part of something, it may be that they're not crazy after all.
Right.
It is the environment in which they come from which makes them who they are. So for me, when it comes to talking to a therapist, I have a life coach I've been talking to for 20 years. Shout out to him. He's 60 years old in January. Man, all the time every night we talk, Rick, for 2 hours, at least. We go to sleep on the phone.
That's
together.
dope.
I'm not joking. Like last night, we were talking about Russell Westbrook and the stuff that he's going through that people don't even understand.
And you know what's crazy? Not to cut you off, bro.
Good.
Like, shout out to Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
I can only imagine,
Bro.
how it feels.
Bro.
So you came from this type of player that's been balling for your entire career up into these last 2 seasons to be having a downfall.
Yeah.
Now the world, not just your circle and your people and people around you. The world is talking about you.
That's crazy. We talking about a guy.
Human.
Who thank you.
Human.
To the simplicity of everything, he's a human being. Like, he's not subjected to have a bad game or 2 or 3 or a month worth of just Ben Simmons.
Him another one.
Like, we criticize. Now, I'm a big advocate of folks who are in journalists. I love journalism. It's my love. It is my passion for real. But what gets me upset with people that's in journalism is that they really look at a person and forget that they can have mistakes and everyone's not a LeBron James or Tom Brady.
Even LeBron James and Tom Brady
You
go through
better
the same
believe
shit.
it. But what I'm saying is, when people such as Russell Westbrook go through what he's going through, Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
What gets under my skin is what they forget is that in some period point in time in their life, they had a downfall like that too. They did. I don't care who it is. I don't have to know their story, but I know they had a downfall.
Right.
What we need to do a better job of, again, like I said, talk about the situation, but come with a solution.
Right.
Their solution be so harsh to where it makes people, it almost like they make people look at that person like he was nothing in the beginning.
Which is
And that's
up.
messed up.
Messed up.
So messed up. And all he want to do is play Kevin Durant keeps saying it. All I want to do is play basketball. Like, y'all making this to be, I'm not a global person like a LeBron. I just want to play basketball. Let me play basketball. That's my coping mechanism, right? So, to get back to what we were talking about, mental health for me steers the heart of everything in the sense of, just as your physical health, this has to be that much 2 times more intact than the physical.
2 times. You know what? Let's chime in. Let me chime in on that.
Go ahead.
This is why a lot of people don't chase their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times the dreams that people have is in that spotlight.
Yep.
Because they look at what their favorite artist or their favorite sports person or athlete going through.
Yep.
And they looking like, oh no, ain't no way.
Yeah.
I can't go through that. I can't go through that. Like, just imagine you got like Facebook, like you might have somebody on Facebook, a couple people like going at you and stuff like that. Just like 5 or 6 people going at you,
yeah,
and it make you feel some kind of way. Just
that's
imagine
just
the world. Oh my God, bro! Like, and it's understandable now, like, because you know how we look at a lot of people who commit suicide and entertainers and celebrities.
Yep.
And we look at it like, why are you committing suicide? You got all the money, you have success.
It's bigger than that.
It's bigger than that.
Yes.
Like, you have. It's so much, but that's a whole topic for another. Like, that's a whole another talk for another situation, another episode. But just to chime in on that, like, money is not everything.
It ain't nothing.
You have the mental. Like, just say for instance, example, the guy that was on the Cosby's, right? Remember how they say he was working at Trader Joe's?
Oh, you're talking about Mr. Owens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was. Shout out to him too, because he got a roll on power. He got a roll on Power.
Yes.
Shout out to 50
and he's amazing.
And Courtney Kemp.
Yep.
Now let's just say this. You come from like you once you make it,
yeah,
people automatically, or you own something, people automatically think like you rich.
Yep.
Now you gotta deal with that mindset, like, damn, and that stress, like, I gotta stay on top.
Yep.
Even if I didn't have a big role, I gotta stay on top.
Put that type of pressure on yourself.
Exactly. That's extra pressure and stress added on yourself. Like, I can't be seen working a job.
You feel ashamed.
Exactly. People look at me like, oh, you look how they was looking at bro.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, me personally, I didn't watch the Cosby's too much, but he wasn't a really big character.
Hey, you want to know something? I watch the Cosby's every night. Exactly. Me and my children, bro. And his role was influential on that show.
Yep.
It was so influential in so many ways that people, like you said, really overlooked what he brung to the table, the acting world, and how eloquent he looked. At so efficient doing it. It was effortless for him. That, like, to your point, as he got older and grew, and I'm sure he probably went through this trial where when he wasn't at that level no more. You talk about the pressures of people. What about the pressure he even put on himself because of the people he felt like he may have let down?
Exactly.
So where's that support system to let him know no matter what, we love you. What you did was enough for us.
Right. Not to mention the fans, but family.
That's the part I'm talking about. That support.
Like, oh, you on TV. We know you got it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't
ain't no God. Okay, so again, I'm going a little deep, but that's cool. When you talk about being rich, it is not from a money standpoint that people are looking for. It is the internal love of feeling like no matter what I have and what I may have done or what you see, people love me generally because of who I am and what I pour into people to make them better. That's rich.
Right.
It ain't the money. And again, don't get it twisted. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm telling you right now, what I got is a lot of love.
Exactly.
And that carried me through everything I've ever been through in my life.
And to be honest with you, that love go a longer way than money. Don't get me wrong. Money can take away financial problems.
I ain't saying don't get a job. Yo.
Yeah, don't get a. I ain't saying don't get a job, but don't be happy to have a lot of money.
There you go.
It take away financial problems.
Yeah.
Money cannot, like, I can't really speak. I know people be like, you can't speak on that because you don't have a lot of money.
You're a lie. You're a lie.
At the same time, though,
don't tell me.
It's somebody that's rich as fuck right now that's alone.
Miserable as hell. Ready to kill themselves.
Exactly. And then they also got to realize, is these people around me just because I got this money?
Hello.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? Or is they going to love me when this money not there? Or is they going to love me when I say no?
Hello.
That's a lot. And I had to learn that, like, a lot of people
unforeseen pressure that we don't see is scary.
Yeah.
Because it comes with a lot of unforeseen things, characteristics in people that you never realized they even had when you say that word no. And I use it a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
I use no a lot.
They look at you like you never said yes.
And it has nothing to do with me not wanting to support you, but it has everything to do with me making sure that I'm doing the right things by the choices I make, and it's not something that I'm pressured into doing, right? Like, if I give you something, it's because it's genuinely on my heart, and I feel compelled enough to give you it, not because I feel pressured because of what you're telling me. Or how about this, and I'm sure you've seen this in your life, either in your life or other people, where they'll do stuff for you, and when you get up, remember remember?
Exactly. Don't do it, dude.
I don't like remember people.
Don't do it for
I don't
me.
like them people.
If you need it back or you going to throw it in my face, don't give it to me.
Yeah.
Man, it's just like, it's just real conversations, brother, that need to be had.
Yep.
And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had these conversations, like, we top it up, let's just say at family gatherings, friends gatherings or whatever. We had these conversations, but it ain't recorded. Now, I understand we live in a time and a moment where it's a lot of clout, but...
Yeah, this ain't clout right here.
Exactly. No, this is something that can really help somebody and let them know that it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at the shorties now, it's like a lot of times they don't be having no feeling, or it's like.
That's crazy, ain't it?
It's very crazy, bro, because I even chop it up with, like, my nephew, or I chop it up with other people. And it's like sometimes I be wondering, is there something wrong? You can always talk to me, but we live in an era, like I said, you can't talk to nobody.
No.
At least you think that.
Yeah.
You can't talk to nobody. Or you want to feel vulnerable and stuff like that.
That's it.
And I'm there like, I don't feel that way, bro. Like, if I want to call somebody up, I'm going to call somebody. I don't care what nobody's like, you soft, you simp, you this and that. Because I'm not a simp at all. I know how it is. Like, I'm not no sucker.
All right, so this is the corny part of me coming out. I just want you to explain to me what the fuck is a simp.
Well, okay, let me just put it in a relationship stand for. Like, or just not relationship, but like this is my take on it. Like, when you dealing with a woman who don't really too much care for, or pretty much let a woman run all over you, get anything out of you, and you know what I'm saying, just play you and have you like you're not really being a man or putting your foot down. That's what a simp is.
Yeah, because I don't get into this new era terms. Yeah. By the way,
but I get it too, because you got at the same end of the day, you got to be a man. At the same time, you got to. I mean,
at the core of who you are, you got to be.
Exactly, but at the same time, like, just because you want to love on your woman and just show a woman.
Listen, I'm a very romantic guy, intimate guy.
Yep.
So I'll be a simp all day. knowing that I have security, love, and compassion at home that I can't get, or it's so authentic that you can't pay for this.
Let's get into this.
Let's go.
You just said simp, right?
Yep.
Future versus Russell Wilson.
Oh, you better not put me on this topic.
They put Wilson as a simp all the time.
Oh, I love it. You know why? When you look at, screw Russell Wilson and Sierra. Look at them children.
Yeah.
See, this is bigger. See, you can't talk to a guy like me because I help you understand what beautifulness looks like to those kids.
Right.
So, Future, I don't know if Future called him a simp. I'm not sure, but those who are putting them in a category, let's understand something.
Right.
This is a man that took in someone else's children and loving on this woman, and he's doing it not for clout. He was rich already. He had his own status.
Yeah.
But he coming in with a godly love.
Right.
So you telling me God love is a simp?
Right.
You talk about an authentic agape love. See, again, we can get so deep into this to the point where people just want to clown on somebody like a Russell Wilson to make themselves seem a certain way. Not only understanding and knowing what you're doing is that you're going against something that God really instilled in this guy, and you're looking like a fool.
Right.
Every woman wants a Russell Wilson, and every guy wants a Sierra right now.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
And I look at it like I mess with Russell Wilson and I mess with Future.
Oh,
and I understand that. But
thank
it's
you
like,
for saying that.
I mess with both of them, but I look at it like, ain't nothing wrong with what Russell Wilson doing. He find him a woman he love.
That's it.
But when your woman come with a kid, you gotta love that kid as well.
Yeah, my mama had 4 boys.
What y'all expect him to do? I mean, I'm okay. I get the extra stuff they might say, like let's just say if they had a photo shoot and they was naked and all that. Okay. That might be a force. but that's a force. But the other stuff of him just like, caring for the kid and making sure the kid is good in his hands. Yeah. Because he's with his ex and he's with his mom and he's in love with his mom. So the kid got to come too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. And I think a lot of people, like, what a lot of people do with celebrities, like, they be speaking for the celebrities. How do we know Future even feel this type of way?
That's why, remember, I said, I don't know if Future said it or not, but they put these people in categories. So if he's a simp for doing that, what would he be then if he didn't even care about that kid, bro?
Yep.
What would he be then?
What would he be? Now y'all be on him. Like you can't please both. You can't please both.
So catch 22
so at the end of the day, you can't be mad at Russell. If anything, you can't. If y'all feel like some kind of way with the kid, you gotta be mad at Sierra because she had the kid taking these pictures or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you gotta understand he with a woman who has a kid. You gotta accept that kid too. That's like a lot of us in a relationship with people who has kids. Mm-hmm. You gotta respect that. Even just vice versa. If you have a guy, if you're a guy and you go into a relationship with a woman who don't have kids, but you have kids, she gonna make sure she go her way. Yeah. If she love you, she gonna go out her way and make sure she treats your kid like it's her kid.
I'll make it more personal. My son, mom just got married about 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. Her husband, shout out to them. He's a dope guy. Right. Super good guy. My only thing is that, my son is being treated well. Right. But I think it's even more amazing that a man can come into a woman's life with a child, and he has a child of his own too, and love on him as if it's his own. Yeah. What's so beautiful about this part, though, is the fact that my son sees love from every angle. Yeah. It's not just from mom and dad. He can see it from the outside too, because guess what? He's going to have to find love just like that on the outside.
And that's a blessing because it is. Just imagine, like, it's a lot of people out here who's dating women with kids or women dating men with kids. Yep. The stepmom and stepdad can be treating your kid like shit.
Hey, absolutely.
The fact that Russell is not treating bro like shit at all, is he treating like his own son. That helps Future out. Long as, like I said, I honestly feel like, long as he's not telling his future kid about your dad ain't come get you. Your dad.
There you go.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Like, I don't care even if he wasn't doing it.
That ain't his job.
Exactly. You don't, like, as Russell, like, not saying he's doing this, right, but like, for how people look at it and how other people speaking for him, like, the fact, like, as long as Russell don't never tell, even if Future wasn't doing it, as long as Russell don't ever tell him, like, your daddy ain't shit. You ain't this. I'm your daddy. As long as he don't do that, he's still solid.
Absolutely.
Because you gotta let that kid find out who their parent is for themselves.
Exactly.
Never down talk a parent to your kid.
Because you don't know.
You don't know.
And here's the other part to that, to piggy off on that. This all steers into mental health.
Yeah.
This is a mental health thing where You're telling me my ancestors fought for us to love one another, to come together. And mind you, Grandpa was getting it in. So when y'all went to family reunions, you saw somebody look like you, and it was, guess what Mama did? Loved them, brought them in together. Yep. So you go from that to being seen in the public eye and being called the name, all because you want to give agape love, all because you genuinely just want to love somebody. And you're being clowned. Think about that, Rick. You're being clowned for wanting to love not only the mother, but the person that's there, which is their child, all because of what your perception of what something should look like. That's mental. You got a mental issue.
That's crazy.
So it's you, like you said, you can't win nowhere. And again, let's go even deeper. It's our own kind doing it to each other. You don't hear no white person, no other ethnicity. It's the black people that's doing that.
Like, if I had a child and my girl, and say for instance, Lord forbid that we did, like, if we did continue to be together, and if we split ways and she found somebody else, I'm not that type that's gonna have a problem with him being around my kid. One thing I care about is he treat her right and he treat like my kid right.
That's it.
Don't do nothing crazy. Don't be, even if y'all got problems, don't do anything for my kid.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? As long as he love that kid like it's yours, bro, that's a blessing because it's rare.
It is
like,
rare.
There's a lot of people out here doing fucked up shit to kids that ain't theirs. So just be happy. Like, and like I said, I'm not saying Future saying that at all. I fuck with both of them because, like I said,
I love Future.
Yeah, I love Future. I love Russell because we in a situation, we in a world now where social media is a platform to give everybody a voice.
Yes.
And a lot of people who don't need a voice. And
shout out to Rick for saying that.
A lot of people don't need a voice. They're just saying shit on the internet, just talking for other people. Like, bro, like, you're not going through this, like, or they putting their own situation in. Yeah. Just because you going through this, I mean, he going through this.
Nope. Man, and again, it's all about just asking or talking and saying, I maybe need help or help me understand.
Right.
Right? Instead of taking your own mindset of what you perceive something to be that's totally not what you thought.
Right. And it's crazy because a lot of things we deal with, like, I swear, it's like everyday life that we deal with is mental health.
Yep.
Say, for instance, like somebody like who can't control their anger or feel disrespected by words or whatever the case may be. Shout out to Wallow because he said this. You said this. Like 5 seconds of your life just from a decision can get you like 20 years.
Yes, sir.
When I heard that, like, and it's crazy because you never thought of it like that, but it's like, damn, 5 seconds of my life can cost me 20 years of my life. Just because you reacted off an instant because you don't want like a punk or you let words hurt you. Yeah. When we was taught, like, it was a song like words, what was it? Sticks and stones might hurt my bones, but words don't ever hurt me. Nope. But you let words hurt you to the point now you feel like you got to react because you don't want like this chump or whatever the case may be. So what? That's a mental because how we grew up, like in your mindset, like.
So that comes down to two things: being rational and being emotional. Yeah, it's a time to be emotional, but it's always a time to be rational, right? So what I mean by that is emotions help you carry the way you care for something, whether it's evil or bad, whether you care for it by killing it or you care for it by holding it compassionately. But rationality always make you understand what it really is. No matter if I love you or not, the fact is you did something wrong as a child. I'm using an example. I love you. That's my emotional part. Rationally, you did something wrong, so I got to punish you. Maybe take something away, 3 days you're in your room, whatever it is. So that's the difference, and it is a mental health issue. And it's a mental health issue that we don't tap into largely enough, only because of the very thing we've been talking about for the past hour. People are afraid to look like what authentic needs to look like, only because of what people will judge you off of your actions. Which doesn't even make sense, because if the person that's judging me on something that they don't like, I want to look at their life now and see how it is. And I can almost guarantee you it ain't what they cracked up to thinking that the decision they want me to make, they ain't making it in their life. Right. They can, while you want me to make this decision about my life, you go home every night to a guy that's belittling you, beating you up and everything else, and you call that love. Exactly. How does that work?
Even like with parenting and shit, like a lot of kids, I mean, it might be people that don't really get too much whoopings. Right. How we got them growing up. Yep. And it's like I said, this is kind of a conversation for another time, for a whole another situation. It's all good. Like how we got whoopings growing up, bro. We damn near got whoopings for anything.
Tell the truth, Rick.
for anything, bro.
Tell
like,
the truth.
Damn, I just did this small little thing. It just rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah.
You didn't explain to me, like, you know, I understand, like, I'm a kid.
Yeah.
I don't understand fully. Just explain to me. I can see if I keep doing this, so you keep explaining. Now, okay, I gotta get popped. But a lot of people don't even explain. Like, and it's not even their fault.
Their first reaction is the.
Yep, and it's brought down. Like, just like I said, mental health is the whole, like, it plays a part in everything. And I honestly, like I said, like with the therapy, like growing up, we always start off therapy as like, you're crazy, or you got an anger management. You need anger management, or you about to go to jail. So the judge sentences you to therapy. And like, I want to say, therapy is not like what people think it is. It's like, it's pretty cool. Like,
I got a therapist, Dr. Walker, by the way. Shout out to her.
I had one, but I want to get back into it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times people look at it like, it's either these two reasons. Three reasons. People might think like, I don't need no therapist, I ain't crazy. Or it's like, two, it's like, I don't want to be telling somebody my business that don't know me.
The vulnerability part.
Exactly. Vulnerability part, and they don't know me, they probably talking about me.
Yeah.
And then it's three, like somebody probably can't afford it.
That's huge.
It might be like $100 a session.
That's
or something
huge,
like. And just imagine how much you might need it. If you need to go weekly, you probably don't have $100 a weekly.
That's $400
to go. Exactly, a month. And it's like,
yeah.
And I honestly, like when I went to therapy, only went twice, because it's like I got into therapy when the pandemic hit, right before.
Okay.
But the first time I was weird, but it was cool. But when I was there, it was like, it made me feel good that somebody can really sit here and listen and not judge me.
Yep.
But at the same time, not tell me what I want to hear.
That's huge.
Yeah. And then the second time, it was like, cool, I enjoy this. It's to the point like, damn, an hour is all I get. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you want more?
It's quick, like, you know, because it go by so fast. It's like, damn, like
what you just did for me, man. I actually want more of this.
Exactly, bro. Then
it's like a drug.
Exactly. Then the pandemic hit, and then also another thing I want to add.
No, you good. You good.
Another reason why they probably don't go, because they're like, can't no other race like understand what I'm going through.
Thank you so much for saying that, sir.
And I get it.
But it's not about. See, here's the crazy part. So those who think about their last part, which is huge, it might be more huger than the money.
Yeah.
Those who think about that, what they have to understand, this is where it breaks down simplicity. What you have to understand is that I don't care what your color is and what my color is. Going through something is going through something.
Right.
Them giving you advice about how to get through something isn't to tell you how to help you deal with being black. Because they can never tell you how to.
Right.
Never.
And
I want to make that extremely clear.
Right.
They can never tell you how to be black, but what they can tell you is what right and wrong looks like. They can tell you, you know what, maybe you should approach it this way. In spite of what the person may react off of your approach, they can tell you that. So that has nothing to do with race, color, gender, nothing. It has everything to do with what's right and what's wrong, what's rational.
Right.
That's what's key.
Right. And that's deep, man. Like I said, I just started finding out about anxiety, depression.
Me too, bro.
Because it's like,
I ain't never had anxiety to the pandemic.
Exactly. And I started realizing, like, what is anxiety? Because, like, you look at somebody like, damn, you tripping, you being lazy, you being this and that, but
let's look this up.
You can't really understand what they going through. It's something, the sad part about it is you can't explain it. You cannot explain what it is. I can't, like, my girl, not to put her business out there, but she go through that.
Anxiety?
And my ex went through that. And it's like, damn, at first I was like, damn, okay, I just came from this. But at the same time, like, maybe it's like God put me in this position to be a help in this person's life and for me to understand this instead of just trying to run away from this shit. And it's like...
So anxiety, it states, this is Google, by the way, guys.
Mm-hmm.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an intimate event or something with an uncertain outcome. He felt a siege of anxiety. So... Crazy part is, we all got anxiety, bro.
We do.
The pandemic brought it out of a lot of people, myself included. Because I always thought I never had it. But the very thing that I have anxiety about, I always had it alone. I knew how to cope with it until the pandemic came. So I had to readjust how to cope with it.
Yeah. Now, I never really said to myself that I had it because I just thought it was just nervousness. Say, for instance, right, a family function or anywhere that I'm about to go, I have a hard time going.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
it's
a
like,
great...
and because honestly, it's weird because it's like I don't know. Like, I honestly felt like I said, it could be anxiety, but I don't think so. Or it just could be nervousness or insecurities within myself. Remember how I told you, like, it's probably just me thinking this, but they not thinking this.
Yeah.
It's like I'm worried about what somebody finna say about me. Or how they
You still have that to this day now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
that is an anxiety.
I kind of look at like what they going. I think about how they gonna feel about me, what they gonna think about me, how they gonna look at me. And I honestly be feeling like sometimes before I go to like a certain big event, and it, like no disrespect to my family, but I be feeling like I need to drink before I go.
Whoa, bro, that's a big issue.
I need to drink before I go because I don't want to feel like had that mind. Because if I don't drink before I go, it's gonna take forever to go. I'm sitting here in a room just chilling for like an hour, 30 minutes. Like, yeah, they invite me, I want to go, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of nervous, and it's like it's crazy because like when I go, it's all love, but it's like that every time. It's like,
has that always been like this since you've been an adult?
It's always been like this since I was a younger.
As a kid too?
Like kind of like when I was in my teenage years.
Did you want to drink too?
No, I ain't want to drink, but it's like I just was kind of nervous to go.
Wow.
Like, and it's not nothing they did because it's like they never like. Some people might say something, but you know how family is.
Yeah,
but at the same time, but most of the time it wasn't like that. But it's just like something in me, like I don't know, I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to go. Even with my cousins and my family, now how I grew up with, it take a lot in me to like go, like I said, and it's crazy because I've been throwing like a lot of cousins gatherings this past summer, and it took a lot of me to do that too. But I was kind of excited about it. But it was like at the same time, before I go, I had something to drink, at least a little bit. I wasn't drunk, but I had like a little couple.
See,
shots.
for you to deal with, and I'm shrinking you right now, by the way. For you, that's your coping mechanism to deal with whatever it is that you're thinking that they may give to you. Not knowing really, they probably not thinking that at all.
Right.
So like, and this is really good for this episode, and I hope people really chime in on this because it's something as simple as that that brings up an anxiety in you, and all you want to do is not have that feeling of where you gotta feel like you gotta walk out the house with a drink before you go, and so that has everything to do with self-love and self-understanding that. You have to be comfortable with who you are, no matter what
That's what
person may think. And here's the other part, and this is the tough part. For whatever reason, you don't like it, change it. And it is really that simple. The process might be difficult, but it's really that simple. Whatever it is you're thinking that they may think to say about you, whatever, you just need to change about yourself.
And I knew that, it's like, bro, if you feel this way, if you specifically feel this way, change it. But like you said, it's hard.
It is. The process is definitely hard.
And to the point, like a lot of people, when it comes
because where you start at, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Where do you start? Like,
where do you start?
What is it?
And then when you start, not to cut you off, when you start, the moment it get too hard.
Yes, sir. I knew you was going to say that.
Well, the moment it get too hard, what you going to go back to? What you normal? What you
What's the comfortable with?
And that's not right because, like, at the end of the day, that comfortability is going to keep you in that mind state.
That is a bad place to be.
Like that, and it's a bad place to be.
Yes.
But versus like, do I want to be comfortable and always feel like this, or do I want to be uncomfortable when I'm working on myself to try to get to a better place where I can be comfortable with myself no matter what?
All right, screw this, Rick. We finna do this. What is it that you feel the number one thing when you think about what people may think of you? What is it?
I don't know. I think it's really like it's a couple of things.
All right, just give me one.
It could be my weight.
Okay, I knew you was gonna say that. Give me something else.
And then it could be like, just like I'm kind of different, bro. Like I don't really be
meaning the way you are.
Yeah, okay. I don't really like I don't really be into like a lot of things a lot of people are into, like what they be talking about.
You've always been like that, by the way.
I always been like that, and that's one of the things.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's kind of just been hard for me. Like I always think about that both of those things a lot. Like, but I kind of been like easing on it. Like, bro, this is you.
Yeah.
Like it's hard, but it's
no. You're talking about the personality.
Personality. Okay. This is you. And to be honest with you, as long as you try to be yourself, it don't matter who it is. If they don't accept it, they don't accept it. If the weight thing is the problem,
I was getting ready to get to that. Now,
it would change it.
What is it about the weight that it's discomforting to you? Because it's got to be discomforting.
I don't know. I guess it's just thinking about how I really like just being a better person and how I can be and who I want to be.
All right, here's the next question. What will happen to you with losing weight? What does that do to Ricky?
Like to be honest with you, when I lost weight the first time, it didn't really do too much. I mean, it made me feel a little better, but it kind of had me at the point where I feel like, oh, I accomplished what I accomplished, and it just had me like feeling like I wasn't really paying attention to what I should have been paying attention to, like, and it led me back to where I was at. I wasn't really like I felt like I was like the journey was done, but realistically, it was done, but it wasn't done.
How much weight did you lose?
I lost, to be honest with you, bro, it had to be like over 100 pounds.
All right. So, by the way, that's tremendous. Most people don't even do that. So, this is the part where having a good circle happens and works. And you got to be open-minded, too. Because making that type of change has to come with some type of systematic understanding that you're going to be a better person from that change. Because if it isn't, then what's the point of making the change? If this change is something that makes you want to do it because you are fearful of not having longevity in life, the importance is not the journey of going through losing the weight, but the importance is the longevity of life.
Yeah.
If you don't, for whatever reason, finish this, the fear, anxiety in you would say, then you really just don't care about living long enough.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying that to encourage you to say, the next time, whenever you do it, make that priority number 1, 2, and all the way to 1,000, because it'll never steer you wrong, even when it gets hard to say. And by the way, speaking of getting hard, that is a great thing that happens in the journey of changing, because what happens when we hit a brick wall, all that is that we need to adjust around the wall to keep going. That's okay.
Right.
What's not okay? It ain't keep pushing, giving up. That's never okay. So if that's what you want to do,
right,
put all these things into place to be like, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing it. Now, you got a whole nut. I'm going to tell you right now, the greatest thing that goes for me is my kids. You finna have one.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to tell you right now, he or she is going to want to play with you.
Yeah.
So if weight is a big issue, you better get ready. You better start right now.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's what I be thinking about too. Like, it ain't just the fact like I feel like I'm not active because I'm active, but it's like my mindset is like I see like how, you know, you might have some family that had health issues.
Yes, sir. That's another one.
I don't want to go through that.
You don't want to see? That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to go through that because I look at that like that.
Because it will happen.
It was before I even finding out I was going to have a shorty, but it's like once you find out you finna have a shorty,
yeah,
you have a whole nother person you finna live for. Not to mention, I'm 31, bro. And you know, like how they say the age is when it comes to certain like stuff, like, you know, we die young and stuff. My pops passed when he was like 47. That's young.
Oh, that's young, bro.
That's very young, bro. And I'm like honestly, when he passed, bro, that sparked a plug in me, bro. To like, no,
was it a good spark?
It was a good spark.
Okay,
because that's when I lost. Like I lost weight twice.
Look at you, bro. So you can do it.
The first time I didn't keep up with it. I didn't know what I was doing. People just tell me, like, you lost the weight. I was just in mode.
Were you in the gym?
Yeah, okay. I don't care about nothing else. Like I'm working out. I'm doing music. That's my thing. Then the second time I lost weight, but then I was like, you know what, Rick? I think about this every day, okay. Carlos. I tell myself, bro, it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. Can't nobody do this for you. And like I said, I used to be on myself all the time about feeling bad, but honestly, I don't feel bad about myself because I know I'm trying.
Yes.
Once you know you're trying,
great. That's good.
And you think about this shit every day.
Yeah. That's
a good thing because you know you at least you're trying, at least you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like I went through these phases like where I be doing it, and I be messing up sometimes, but that's part of the process because you can't change 100% right away.
No.
Baby steps.
Setbacks has to happen.
But it's gonna click because it always click like, okay, you've been doing this on and off.
Yeah.
It's time.
Muscle memory.
It's time. Let's get to it.
Yeah. And
I honestly been doing that lately. Like, whether it's like, even if I don't feel like it, 20 minutes at the gym.
There you go.
Get on the treadmill.
There you go.
Because this guy I know, he was telling me he lost a lot of weight. I knew him. He lost like 80 pounds like in a couple, like 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, and he chopped it up with me because he told me he read this book called, what is the book called? Atomic Habits. And he was like, bro,
look that up.
That's a good book.
Read it.
I was kind of reading it. I got to finish it. He told me like, bro, he said that book just teach you how to build habits, and at the same time, it's not a race. It's like finding out, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to create a habit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to find what works best for you. Like, think about if you want to go to the gym, think about how much you can do for the gym. Because it's not about how long you're there. It's about consistency. And he's like, a lot of people be in the gym 2 hours or whatever. They built that consistency. But for me just starting out, bro, he's like, I literally come to the gym Monday through Friday, 20 minutes. Yep. On this one machine, and that means everything to me. And he said, my eating around that is how I want to do. Now, he's eating once a day.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Was for him,
he said, exactly. He said, you got to do what fits for you.
Yeah.
And he said, that's what fitted for me.
Yeah.
I will look at nobody else. That's what fit for me. And he was like, I thought about myself, like, what can I commit to? He said, 20 minutes a day. And that's deep because I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's like, I have days where I go longer than that, but I have days in like 20 minutes. You walk on a treadmill incline. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that. Like, think about it.
Can.
Why would you like it's hard, but at the same time, you think about when you go and you finish, you're gonna feel good.
You are.
Because that 20 minutes you could have been at the crib just doing something. You could spend 20 minutes driving.
Literally.
Spend that 20 minutes going to walk on the incline or walk at the gym or doing whatever. And then the more you keep going, you're gonna build consistency and you might want to stay longer.
Yeah. And then the eating too, like you said, that's huge.
Yeah.
But whatever that looks like for you. Right? And again, being realistic, right? You want to be realistic about the times you eat, what it is you eat, the amounts, how you cook it. All that's important, but what is comfortable for you.
Yeah.
Like, I got ice cream at home, but the calories are like 50 calories.
Yeah.
Instead of 300 calories in the same type of bar.
And you know, let me give myself credit too. This is where I give myself credit at. When I used to grocery shop, bro, I used to get a lot. When I say a lot, I used to get a lot of bullshit.
Oh, at the store?
Yeah. I used to get a lot of bullshit. I don't get bullshit. I don't buy sodas. I make sure we don't buy soda. We don't buy sodas.
Now, this is you and your lady.
Yeah. Okay. We don't buy sodas. If we did get juice, it's no sugar. But I don't even drink it. I'm a big water fan. Always have been.
I'm glad you.
Always have been water. It might be a little liquor I got in my cup now, but I drink water daily.
Yeah.
And I don't buy no cakes, no chips.
Yep.
None of that stuff.
So you're being realistic with yourself.
I'm being realistic with myself because I'm like, I talk, like I said, when I say I think about this every day, I think about it every day, and it could be like ups and downs, but that's part of life. But it's like, if you know something holding you back, at the end of the day, it's up to you. Yeah. And I watch so many motivational people.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, Rick, let's try to do it on yourself. You got it. Yep. You got it. You did this twice.
Yep.
You got it one more time. And when you do it this time, you gonna have it. Because you know what you done been through and you don't know what you want to go back to. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually proud of myself.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to me, bro. And I don't even say that a lot because I always get down on myself. But you got to think about it. You don't get down on yourself. You doing way better than what you used to do.
That's it. Like, give yourself credit, right?
Yeah, and I even slowed down a lot of restaurant food, bro. Like, honestly, bro, like, because I had to think about it.
Who's the cooker in the house?
Both. She's mainly the cooker. Okay. But I cook sometimes. But at the same time, it was like, I even got her into like, you know what? We got to prep. We got to prep.
That's important.
When we don't prep, that's what leads us going into other shit. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, she's pregnant right now, so she might eat for two. But at the same time, my mindset, I didn't program my mindset like, just because she might eat that or she might eat for two, you still eating for you. Mm-hmm. You got to know the journey. You got a child here, and it's not even just for your child, it's for you.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what your family been through. You know what people been through, period. Yep. You know what you done been through in the past. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, bro, like, no. And then my mom, like, she really be worried about that a lot.
With you?
She always calling me, like, stuff like that, and I appreciate it. And it's like, I got it in my I know what I'm doing. And it's like, it's about me taking accountability. And so when I found it out, when my mom was calling me a lot and telling me about it, I just want you to be up there. Like, I'm like, it made me feel some kind of way, but it's like, no, this is good.
It is good.
Because if you don't feel no kind of way, you going to feel like what you're doing, I ain't doing no wrong. Yeah. But no, you know you're doing something wrong. So, matter of fact, when we finish this podcast up, I'm going to the gym. And I'm not just saying that because we talking about this, but.
You go to a Planet?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the fact that we talking about this is good because it's like it's another motivation. And like I said, I try to go to the gym like at least 4 days out the week.
Nice, bro. That's a heck of a goal.
Yeah, and whether it's 20 minutes or whether it's an hour, continue to go. And I always I used to get in my head, but I always tell them like, Rick, you doing a good job, bro. Because you could have been at the crib watching TV, doing this and that, but you doing this.
And you said something super key: consistency.
Yeah. And like I said, I watch a lot of people like Wallow and all that. It'd be like, the only problem is you keep stopping. Stopping. And I want to give a huge shout out, bro.
Go ahead.
Oscar Walton, my boy Spaidez, a rapper.
All right.
Shout out to you, bro. You done lost so much weight, bro.
Shout out to the weight loss.
He was working out with me too. That was one of them times where I said like, you got somebody to push you, and you're not used to that. You're gonna quit.
Yes.
But I seen him like, bro. When I say that, bro, when his transformation.
Yeah. So this is why I asked that question. Once you make that transformation, everything that you thought and saw becomes different.
Exactly.
Your whole mindset, the way you dress, your swag, the way you look at stuff, the way you approach it, and your elegance, your masculinity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know for a fact it happened. It works.
Right. And like I said, you too, and just like I look at you.
Yeah.
I look at Oscar.
Yeah.
I look at a lot of people. I look at myself.
Yeah.
And I look at my older pictures like, Rick.
That's why I asked you how much, because you did lose weight.
Yeah,
That's why
I lost like 100 pounds, bro. And I'm like, and I wasn't even paying attention. Like, and it's like, bro, you got this. You did this. You got this. Yeah. All you need is like, get back on track, bro.
That's it. And it's easy to get back on track. What your guy told you, don't give up.
Consistency, don't give up. Yep. And like I said, Oscar, bro, I want to congratulate you, bro. Spaidez.
Shout out to Oscar.
You watching this?
Spaidez.
I want to congratulate you, bro. And like I said, I know I might have quit, but you've been a huge inspiration to me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I seen it, bro. Like, I seen it, bro, and I look at you like, bro, and you have a right to keep posting your pictures.
Yeah.
And I seen somebody try to get on you like, bro, if they didn't like the picture before, they're not gonna like it. Fuck that.
Nah.
You work for the body you got.
Yes, sir.
You able to. You got a right to keep posting it.
Yeah, you.
Because I'm gonna post it. And I'm speaking it right now. I'm gonna post my shit. And I see it. I see it. Like I said, it's just consistency, and I'm finna stay down, bro. Like, because we can't let our situation or our past define us, bro. Like, and like I said, we gotta look at the longer picture, and that's what I'm looking at, bro. So, like I said,
people do that to us, right? Like they identify us from our past and not what we can be or what we are to be.
Yeah.
Like,
ain't that's the beauty in it though? But like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people look at you like what you used to be.
Yeah.
And then you turn out to be something else.
Bro,
and they're looking like crazy, like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always mess with you, bro. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It's cool though. But
and I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, like this is deep, man. Like I'm glad you came on this podcast.
Man, I appreciate being on here, bro. We gotta do this more. And as you know, me getting the other equipment or whatever, having you come on is gonna be great. I already know it's gonna be a hit, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely gotta do that because that's how you get each other out there more.
Yeah.
Like you each guest, like everybody go on each other's podcast and promote themselves and promote their podcast and help each other out because everybody got different fan bases.
That's it.
So it's like everything else. Like it's like a community, bro. You help each other out.
Yeah.
Like, that's only how you grow and get better with each other and understand each other and like you grow as a community. So like I said, I want to appreciate you for coming on this show, bro.
Man, no problem, bro.
And you definitely gonna be back on here.
No, I appreciate any time, man. And before I leave, I just always like to again leave people with something to think about. Make sure that whenever you make a decision, you really think about how it's going to impact everyone around you.
Right.
Right. When you make a decision of changing something in your life, or even with your children within your community, make sure you understand that the impact it's going to have.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't have a positive impact on it, just take some more time to think.
Right.
It's okay because we think we got a shot clock like in football, basketball, soccer, or sports in general, but we don't have a shot clock on taking time to think about stuff. So make sure you be as diligent and rational with any decision you make because it's a great impact on everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, man, that's facts, bro. And like for anybody right now, like I said, I said this before, not even just for y'all, for myself. Like while we still breathing, it's never too late.
Mm-hmm.
We got a chance. It don't matter how old you is, as long as you can walk, talk, and breathe, you still got a chance to make things better, be the best version of yourself.
Yep.
And I'm speaking this to existence. I'm going to be the best version of myself. That's for a fact. And it's going to be the third time around, and the third time is a charm.
Yep.
And when it's third time hit, I'm not stopping. I'm keep going. Because I realize you got to go through that pain to get to where you want to get to.
There you go.
And you got to just put that, you got to challenge yourself like, don't be a victim to what you're addicted to.
There you go. That's powerful right there, bro.
Don't be a victim to what you're addicted to, because what you're addicted to could be a situation or a reason why that could cause your demise.
There you go.
And I refuse to let this cause my demise.
That's
so
it.
You know what I'm saying? For sure, man.
Love,
I appreciate you, love,
yeah.
bro. I appreciate you for coming on this show, bro, because like you could have been anywhere else, giving anybody else game, but you came here on my show.
Yeah.
To show love, so I'm definitely gonna show love to your podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
And this, like I said, this might be the longest podcast that I've done.
You know what though?
It's needed. It's needed because like
we can't put a timetable on stuff like that.
We tackled everything from mental health, to actually physical health, to actually like childhood, to like to your story, to like other people who are going through your story, your situation, who've been through what you've been through. And like I said, I had two people on here before you. Yeah. Vaughn Alexander and Eric Perkins, shout out to y'all. Yep. Y'all went through what he went through. Like they got lost in the system. Yeah.
See? That's powerful,
lost in the system. That's very powerful, bro.
Man.
And to be honest with you, you might know, because you know Vaughn Alexander.
I do.
So you might know EP, Eric Perkins. You ever seen the movie 53206? If you haven't, it's on Tubi and probably Amazon
I'm about
Prime.
to go watch it.
Exactly. But he's a guy here. You might have even seen him at your local Walmart. He been out there selling CDs. He got braids. He be singing. And he be at East Cap a lot. But I think he be at other stores too. And that's where I gravitated to him because I seen him grinding. I'm like, you know what? I ain't got cash on me. And the hustle was in him. He's like, I got cash at. I'm like, you know what? I can't even argue with that. I got you, bro. I'm going to bless you with something. And I seen his grind, bro. I'm like, you know what?
I just left from East Capitol. And the dude was trying to sell a CD, and he said, "You got Cash App." That's him.
That with braids?
Right now, with braids.
That's him.
That's him.
He got a pelly coat?
Yep.
That's him.
That's crazy. I literally just passed him.
That's him. Shout out EP.
Yeah, EP. I got you next time, EP.
Yeah.
I ain't having on me. I told you, but I got you.
And he two episodes before this, bro. You gonna see it, bro? Like,
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
His story is dope, bro, and his motivational. Cause I appreciate you. Like I said,
thank you so much.
For sure. And I'm proud of you, Vaughn Alexander.
Yeah.
EP, which is Eric Perkins. Y'all see him 53206. And anybody else who had a hard life and grew up in the system, whatever you've been through. Yeah. If you've been through anything, and the fact that you became positive and the person you are today, which is a positive person, and you working and you grinding, you ain't trying to go back to what you came through, and you trying to teach others and give game, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
Because for sure, because your life could have went either way. You could have been in the streets. Yeah. Like a lot of people, you could have been on drugs. Yeah. You could have killed yourself, but you're not. You know, you got a better purpose, and you know God got you. Like sometimes, like we got to go through certain stuff because tough times don't last long, and it's up to us. And you being a motivational to other people like myself, bro, to to make a difference in their life.
I appreciate that
for sure, because we need that, because a lot of times we could be lost out here, and a lot of us are really lost because all it takes is somebody to ask how you doing.
Yeah, that's simple.
Simple. How you doing?
That's
have a good day, brother.
That's
have a good day, sister.
My kids say all the time to people, have a good day.
You look nice.
Yeah.
I like what you're doing.
For real.
That does a lot for people, bro. And I swear to God, I'm not just saying that because like that really does a lot.
Women understand that helps men out by letting them know that they look nice.
Exactly.
Please understand that that's not a knock on anybody.
And like I said, congratulations to what you got going on.
Thank you,
got
man.
4 degrees. You got a podcast coming. Yeah. You've done a lot.
Yeah, I started a new position Monday. We was talking about
congratulations.
that.
You didn't get into that, but just know we ain't gonna put that price for you getting paid.
He's not lying.
It's good money though, but it's like you deserve it.
Yeah.
You put that groundwork.
Yeah, I worked hard for it too.
You know what I'm saying? You got 4 beautiful kids.
Yes.
And you still got the mothers that's in their life.
They're awesome mothers. Shout out to their moms. I appreciate them very much in spite of our own personal issues. Right. They are awesome people.
Right, and they let you like see the kid and stuff like that. That means a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a blessing that you could be in them kids' life to get in the game, because I know the person you are, bro.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
For sure. And like I said, you might don't even beat yourself up. You made mistakes like I made mistakes.
I used to beat myself up, by the way.
Exactly. We all do.
I did.
But we got to come to the point like God made us all as human, bro.
Yes.
But He know we gonna make mistakes, but as long as we repent and be with Him,
that's
bro,
all that matters.
We human.
And just also too, we gotta remember what we go through isn't for us; it's for somebody else. So let's make sure we're doing the best we can for somebody else, even if it's not strong enough for us. It can help somebody else. So.
Right, and we human, bro. Like that's all that matters. We human. We gonna make mistakes, but what really matters is learning from our mistakes.
Yeah.
And like, you know, not trying to do the same thing twice and just trying to be better people and help other people. So my thing is, before we close this out, I'm challenging everybody out here, bro, who's watching this show, because I appreciate y'all for even watching this show or even subscribing, being my Facebook, Instagram friends.
Yeah.
To help somebody, bro.
That's it.
Like whether you help them physically or mentally, like give them some game or give them some money or just put them in a position to win or be better. But that means a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause we need more of that, bro. Like,
Listen, I make it even more simpler. Let's tap into it even deeper. We be in these chicks' inboxes or vice versa. Let's go in the inbox and just tell them, "Hey, have a good day. I hope you're okay.
Right.
You're beautiful." Let's do something like that
randomly. And you know how rare how rare that is.
Woo.
Because they might be like, "Oh, you trying to talk to me? Are you weird, bro?" No, let's normalize that.
Thank you, bro.
Let's normalize telling each other, "Have a good day."
Yes.
You look nice.
Yes,
bro. I ain't no funny business, but I ran across your page. I like what you're doing.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
You see how much I try to just motivate. I try my best, right?
Yeah.
With what we have,
right?
Just try to encourage people.
Right.
So, and I'm never gonna stop. By the way.
And we've been through so much negative. We've been talking negativity. Let's turn into positivity, bro.
Yeah.
Like it don't hurt. It don't cost to be nice to somebody or love somebody or support somebody.
Hey, voting next week. Please go vote. We can do early voting now. That's important.
Let's vote. Can you vote on the weekends?
Yeah.
You can even vote on the weekends.
Hey, we close to Midtown, so Midtown, for those who are in the Midtown area, please go vote. You can in Milwaukee, Midtown area.
Yeah, you can even vote on the weekends. You know
yes, you can. They got them out on internet. You know, you can pull it up. It's huge for us to make sure we go out and vote, especially between the ages of 24 and 40-year-olds.
Right.
Our 18 and 40. Our generation is lacking in voting, so let's please make sure we vote.
Right. We talk so much about our communities and try to make change. This is a way to make change.
This is the start of it.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get out here, man. Like I said, anybody watching this, man, I appreciate y'all, bro, for sitting through this segment. It might have been 2 hours, 1 hour, whatever.
I don't know what it was, but it was good.
It was good.
I love it.
If you want to watch it all the way through, it's a blessing. I appreciate you. But at the same time, if you don't want to watch through it, but if you do watch through it and you want to show somebody else a certain part that you expressed that you related to, by any means, by all means, it'll be in different chapters.
Yep.
So like I said, I just want to like I said, bro, one more time, bro.
I
want to appreciate you, bro. Like
absolutely.
When I say this, bro, I'm a genuine person. I try not to, like I said, I try not to say that a lot because you gotta let your actions show who you is as a person.
I got you.
I met this guy in high school, bro.
Yeah.
He showed
exactly when.
Exactly. And he showed just from him being good to me, bro.
Yeah.
And good to people, period. And just looking at how he carried himself. Mm-hmm. That meant a lot to me, bro.
Yep.
And that showed a lot because like you don't have to be the same as everybody else, and it's cool to like be yourself, be happy, wear suits, or do what you want to do. Like you don't have to be negative or try to be hard all the time.
No.
Be yourself because that go a long way at the end of the day, and that meant a lot to me, bro. And I appreciate you.
You're
bro,
welcome, bro.
for even reaching out to me.
I did. I was getting ready to say that. I reached out to him when I saw his work. I immediately inboxed him. I didn't have his number. Exactly. I inboxed him and I said, "Please call me."
Exactly.
Because I wanted to give him his flowers. Because dude, y'all understand where if you understand where he came from, man, you'll appreciate what he's doing.
Yeah, we came a long way, bro. We came from Hamilton High School, Wildcats. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And just to see 15 years later and still where we at, bro. And we
still good friends?
Still good friends and still good people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always been good to me. He ain't never been disrespected or been fucked up.
No.
He always been cool, inspirational person. Like, y'all gonna see more of him.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see more of him.
Sure will.
And y'all see what he gave y'all. He gave y'all game. And he just show y'all heard where he came from. Y'all heard his story. Yeah. So y'all know if y'all going through that, y'all can be the same person. Even better.
Yes.
Even better.
That's it.
Because all it takes is somebody that you see somebody where you came from and what you're doing and give you like give you a layout of like, okay, I can do that too.
A good perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So man, y'all know what it is, man. Any artists want to come up here, any people want to come up here, man. Just come up here, man, and just like, just DM me, man. It ain't hard, man. Just DM me. And like I said, man, I thank y'all for tapping in, bro. And I wish y'all the best. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Same for you, man.
For sure.
Absolutely, bro. Love
sure,
always,
man.
bro.
We gone, man. Love y'all.
Peace.